I am so pleased that I have three of our awesome scholars here today to talk to you a little bit about their experiences, some tips, just some general ideas about what it's like to be a member of our scholars community here at CSU. So I'm going to go ahead and have them introduce themselves, and then we will get started with the conversation. So Jake, do you want to give us a start?
Hi, my name is Jake Moore. I'm a sophomore here at CSU studying economics and history with a minor in math. I'm involved in the student government here as an associate justice for the Supreme Court. I'm in a fraternity called Alpha Sigma Phi, and I do research for the Center for Disaster and Risk Analysis.
Hi, my name is Lexi Elio. I'm a Monfort scholar. I'm a freshman studying political science and communications. I'm the archivist and historian for my sorority, Kappa Alpha Theta. I'm a writer and a designer for College Avenue magazine. I'm a member of the Rocky Mountain Honors Council. And yeah.
Hi, I'm Sam Martinez. I'm an Anschutz scholar, first-year student studying business administration with a concentration in marketing and a minor in Spanish. And I'm a part of the CSU Spanish Club, the CSU Swing Dance Club, and yeah.
Fantastic, thank you all. So to get us started, I want to know, Jake, maybe you can start us off. What are you working on or studying right now that you're really excited about?
So this semester I have the opportunity to take two history classes, more than my usual one. I'm studying colonial North American history and women in the ancient world. And both of these history courses take an atypical approach to historical study. In my colonial North American history class, we look at factors outside of geopolitical events that impact how people interacted during the colonial process, and actually taking a larger view at what colonial North America was beyond the eastern seaboard, looking at things like tobacco and chocolate consumption within the New World and the Old World, or how cattle and pigs and sheep had agency as movers and shakers of change within the colonial sphere, which has been an absolutely amazing intellectual experience thus far, and it's only 4 weeks in. And in my ancient women class, we get to take a look at groups that haven't been studied a lot in overall classical history, which, namely to say, is women, analyzing their role in archaic Greece, Hellenistic Greece, Sparta, Athens, the Roman Empire, the Roman Republic. Overall, it's been quite the academic adventure so far, and again, it's only 4 weeks in. I'm looking forward for the rest of the semester.
That sounds really fun. Sam, I have a question for you if you want to get us started with this. What about CSU makes it a really good place to learn and to research and to get involved?
Okay, right. So CSU is really good at publicizing all the clubs and organizations they have to offer. I know especially within the College of Business, they have a whole class, it's one credit, but they have a whole class dedicated to learning about all of the different clubs, all of the different events going on within the College of Business, and I know that's true for every other college that's available on campus. And especially the research part, there's internships going on all the time. You can practically go anywhere you want. A lot of the businesses around here are willing to help local students get involved, and even for like the clubs and organizations on campus, there's an entire website. There's like 500 clubs you can join. I'm almost sure you can even make one up if you want, and then it'll become a real thing. So they're really good about making sure you know the opportunities that are available to you. So it's really nice.
The resources on campus are actually really cool. I know just today we had a resume rush in the Career Center, and I got to take my resume in and I sat down with an expert for 10 minutes and she did a full critique on it, which was pretty awesome.
I would also add that CSU is really unique in its fostering of undergraduate research. Through the Honors Undergraduate Research Scholar Program, you can get involved with research starting in your first year, which is something that I did. I was paired with an amazing sociology professor who's the director of the Center for Disaster and Risk Analysis named Dr. Lori Peak my first semester of college. And ever since, I've been working with her and being able to get credit for doing research there. And actually, this past summer and then this coming summer, I'll get to do analyze the effect of youth along the Gulf Coast in response to disasters like Katrina and BP, and actually go to New Orleans and see the research firsthand. It's a pretty unique experience that is relative to CSU.
All right. My last question I have, Lexi, maybe you want to get us started with this one. If you could go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice or multiple pieces of advice about this college search process, about the scholarship search process, what would you like to tell yourself?
Okay, so for starters, do not wait until the last day to do it. I remember I waited until the last day for every single school I applied to, which in retrospect was very stressful, and the process is stressful enough on its own without you adding that additional burden for yourself. And also, no matter how cliche it sounds and no matter how many times your parents tell you, you do know on campus which one is the right fit for you. When you're walking around, you can envision yourself there. When they're describing programs, you're thinking about things that you yourself could see yourself being interested in or engaged in. So just listen to yourself and make sure you give yourself an opportunity to visit each campus and really set foot out there.
I would add that the name doesn't matter as much as I thought it did. I was very caught up in the idea of going to a name brand school. I actually ended up getting into an Ivy League called Cornell University, located in Ithaca, New York. And I came to CSU initially for monetary purposes. I got the Monfort Scholarship, so it is a full tuition plus room and board scholarship, which is excellent. And I've really learned that it doesn't matter what your school's called. If you make a difference at the school you're at, you're going to grow, you're going to learn, and you're going to walk away with a degree that's worthwhile. It's all about what you put into it, not necessarily what it's called. So I wouldn't get too concerned, especially at the undergraduate level, what your university is called. And just, if, like Lexi said, if you can see yourself on the campus, if you can envision yourself walking around, taking classes, and interacting with the students that are there, then that's where you should be. It doesn't have to be the Harvard or Yale of your dreams. It just has to be there, be enough for you to take advantage of the opportunities that are there.
I would also add to that don't be afraid to reach out to like fellow scholars or just really get a feel for the university, and don't be afraid to just don't be afraid to reach out, basically.
Okay, those are awesome pieces of advices. Does anybody else have anything that they want to add before we close it off?
Yeah, I'd like to touch on the scholar community that's actually here at CSU, which is pretty unique compared to other universities that I visited when I was going around for my bachelor semifinalist and finalist days. When you come to CSU, there are 3 scholarships that constitute the scholar community, and 2 of us are represented here today, so the Monfort Scholars and the Anschutz Scholars, in addition with the Boettcher Scholars. But instead of having these like rigid divisions between the scholars, we have one community, and I think that it's been amazing to interact with students that are very similar to me in their academic intensity and their interests outside of the classroom, that kind of share the experience that I'm in coming to CSU as an academic scholar. So I would definitely say that's one of the best reasons of going here to CSU and having the Monfort Scholarship, is having this entire community behind me every step of the way.
Awesome. Well, thanks again to Jake and Sam and Lexi for joining us today. For everybody that's tuning in and watching this, best of luck in the rest of your search process. We are so happy to help you along the way. If you have any more questions, if you need help with anything, you are welcome to reach out to me via phone or email, and I would love to give you some further advice. And that about wraps it up for us. Go Rams!